Okay, guys, Becca's Jason X video diary. I'm doing it. I'm going to watch it from start to finish. I am doing this for our podcast in the Mic of Madness. We've been going through all the Friday the 13th, and we are now at the 10th. All right, so you're like, maybe she's not a fan of Friday the 13th. Well, not a fan of Friday the 13th wouldn't make a Jason Voorhees out of a Skipper doll. And hey, look, I happen to have this little Fisher Price doll like Alice. You know, I've got, your standard NECA things. This one's actually like one of my favorite things is the custom Freddy versus Jason, like shadow box that my kid had made for me for Mother's Day. I don't have the fucking NES NECA. I've got Crystal Lake Memories, which a lot of people have it. Mine is chock full of, I have basically everybody I meet from the franchise sign their pages. Fuck, I got a Polaroid taken at Camp Crystal Lake with a fucking replica of Mrs. Voorhees' goddamn Jeep. Okay? In knee socks. Okay? You can say, I'm a little bit of a fan. I am Jason's girl. 100 fucking percent. I mean, fuck, my mom doesn't understand my lifelong love of horror movies, and she made me a fucking Camp Crystal Lake table runner for Christmas last year. I mean, come on. Okay? So then you ask, if you're such a Jason freak, why don't you like Jason X? Well, I'll tell you. So I've told this story many times before, but when Jason X came out, I was pregnant. I have a congenital back problem and like those old style theater seats that they would have had in 2001, 2002, whatever. They sucked. I couldn't sit in them anyway. It was very difficult for me to sit in them. However, I was pregnant, and so it was like, there was no fucking way. So I was already like whiny because, I couldn't like do anything. And, it's like, oh, hey, you want to go do something, Becca? Yeah, sure. You're going to drive, right? Because you can't drink. When you're pregnant, you go through a lot of things. That's one of them. And so I was like just really like whiny, like there's a new Jason movie coming out and I can't see it, So once I had my kid, it came out on DVD, I was like, okay, I'm watching this motherfucker, And it was even like a point in time I was getting some sleep. We're not talking like my kid was like 2 days old and I'm trying to like stay up and watch a movie because that's like bad news anyway. So I rented it and had my popcorn, my wine on the couch. I was like so excited. And I fucking turned it on and I was like, what is this fucking like sci-fi channel shit that I'm watching? And I fell asleep. And I was just so bummed. I mean, because I had like set it up so high. And there's just, I'm like, it was like my treat. And then I was like, fucking really? I mean, I like Jason Goes to Hell, for God's sake. I don't even mind the remake, reboot, and reimagining that everybody hates. So I'm really not picky when it comes to Friday the 13th stuff. But man, over the years, I have tried to watch it. I have not watched it from start to finish. I've seen probably all of it in bits and pieces. And I've tried, or like it'll be on TV and I'll, it'll be halfway through. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just I have problems with the second act. Maybe if I just watch the third act, it'll be fine. No, I just can't do it. So I'm challenging myself, kids. Going to watch it for this podcast. You can even tell it's just taken me a while just to even get back up and put that DVD in. But Brad Thornton is going to come on, defend it, and he's going to hold my hands. And I'm going to look at this with completely just clear and open mind. So for most of the Friday the 13th, with the exception of Jason Goes to Hell, because I didn't have it on Blu-ray, I will usually watch them with the commentary. Because, well, let's fucking face it, I can recite most of the movies. But this one I'm going to just watch. I'm not even going to take notes, okay? Because it's pretty, like, common in a podcast. You're going to take notes as you go through it, so that you can, like, remind yourself of the plot points. I will end up watching this again, and I will watch it again with commentary. But I'm not going to take my usual detailed notes. Now, I will have a notebook over here and a pencil. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to write down the things that I find positive about the film as I watch it. Look at this Pollyanna. Let my dogs out. I'm gonna get this motherfucker started. All right, now I will also say that the last 3 drunken commentaries that I tried to do got blocked for copyright. So I'm not even going to show you the TV screen. This is just going to be me reacting to shit because, hey, I don't want to get blocked anymore. Okay. Things I like about Jason X. Now, I do have a few. Okay? Just before we even start, and I will say, the first one is Kane Hodder is a great Jason. Okay? So Kane Hodder is number 1. Number 2, it has, and I'm not going to say it is the best kill in the franchise, but it is the most imaginative kill. Imaginative kill. And you guys know exactly which one I'm talking about. Can't deny that's fucking kick-ass, okay? And the cover art. The cover art is actually pretty fucking cool, like with the blade and kind of the metal mask and stuff. So, we're gonna start there, guys. Wish me luck. Normally I would say just the fact that it's a Friday the 13th or a Jason Voorhees movie, because I really just don't give a shit most of the time. I really don't. I'm like, just give me whatever. Give me shit. I'll take shit. At this point in time, I would take like super shit. I would like take Jason Goes to fucking Mars and fucking Pluto and makes Pluto a planet again, you know? It's not a bad idea. And I have no problem with the goes to space thing either. I don't. I'm not judgmental at all. It's all up here. It's all like an emotional trigger. I know it's all in my head. Okay, now, another thing that I will say is I do not like sci-fi. Now, that's not to say I don't like sci-fi horror, but I don't like straight sci-fi, so, but this really, like, defies that. But just so you guys know kind of where I'm coming from with, like, the sci-fi genre, like, things that are, like, The Thing or fucking Alien, I'm cool with, but like stuff like Star Trek and everything, kind of have a problem with. Snickers is here for moral support. Jason, here. Let's just see. If fucking New Line dings me for that, I'm fucking never doing a drunken commentary again. And to be fair, I am not drunk. I've had maybe 2 glasses of wine. Enough to make it to where I will watch fucking Jason X. With a brave face. And even look, okay, if you don't think I'm a fucking super fan, look at my dog's fucking collar, okay? I just got her a Friday the 13th collar. Okay, no. Focusing on the positives. But the music is not Friday the 13th at all. At least they still try to keep with it. Like, the soundtrack of Part 9 was still pretty good. And I mean, this is still Harry Manfredini. And again, okay, for like the last, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, their whole idea and the directive of every single person who helmed these movies was do something different. And Sean Cunningham was like directly responsible for like, let's just fucking send him to space. You know? So there's another thing that I like. This is actually, and he was for the last one, Sean Cunningham was back in involvement. And also Noel Cunningham, his son, who, if you don't know, he was one of the little kids in Part 1. He was supposed to be Jason in Part 1, and his mom didn't want him to. He's like, it's not just a like Crystal Lake urban legend thing, but like now it's like a national thing. People know who he is. He's like more of like a rock star serial killer with a little bit of a supernatural slant. I can't imagine like what his reputation must have been after that last one. Now, it does beg the question, everyone. That does negate the last one though, because his body was like blown up into like 50,000 pieces. But maybe I should make a pros and cons list. Okay. Yeah, okay. 2 columns. How is he intact?
I'm moving him to our Scranton facility.
Dr. Wormer, you can't risk transporting him to open country.
Going to
This
Scranton.
isn't open for discussion. his unique.
He's going to be in the Dunder Mifflin warehouse.
It's a crime.
You have your standard subpart acting with subpart dialogue. Very standard in these movies. Very, very standard. But that's maybe one of the things that I do kind of have a problem with, is that I'm not usually super into your subpar acting and dialogue in like the sci-fi blend of it. The slasher blend, you know, in general I'm good with. But fuck, you know, it's like I love Sharktopus. Whatever, you know? Like, he's got his chains and everything, like, and he doesn't have the damage that he had even in Manhattan. So this is something that Brad's gonna have to help me with. This is something I just haven't even like cared enough about this movie to even question. So timeline. This almost seems to be like after 7. He seems to be more of like 7 damage wear and tear. But then again, it's the future. Maybe, you know, they were able to do something to rebuild him. And plus, they got him some new clothes and stuff. So, I mean, you're not going to see that exposed spine and shit. So, it's okay. That's just a question. Of course, he has his machete, which I don't question it. I don't fucking care. But it's like, would they really have the machete somewhere near the quote-unquote specimen? I don't question that at all, because I'm like, he's got to have his fucking machete. But like, you can even see, I mean, he's got hair again. Okay, so that's another just continuity thing. He's got hair, he's got ears, he's not all gnarly nasty. And yes, I know he turns into like Mecha Jason, you know, like here in a little bit, and that's fine, but just, if we're just talking about this is just this killer that they've tried to keep preserved, he's not the same killer that we would know. Damn, what do they have? Like one of those like, oh no, it went straight through the door. I thought maybe it was one of those like lunch windows that they have on like prison doors. Solitary and shit. Okay, WAJ. Like their fucking radio station on this ship or what? Poor Asian girl. She be dead. And a little frosty, I think. Because I am a sitcom fan as well, I feel like this is a very special episode of Drunken Commentary. I'm not quite drunk, you're not watching the movie, but you're just seeing me react to Jason X. It's not quite like Dudley and Arnold going to the bike shop. Quad. There we go. Quadport.
Open it up.
Alright, so obviously these people are from the future. This is like the whole place is like still like dry ice and lots of cobwebs and shit. And of course Jason's still frozen. Even though he punctured the machine. And there's like not any power on the ship. That's okay. Again, these are things like
Someone tell me what's on his face?
sci-fi stuff I can't really like.
20th century carbon filtration unit?
It's a hockey mask. Very good, Senator.
It's a hockey mask.
What's a hockey mask? Facial armor. Used in a sport outlawed in 2024.
Uh-oh. Hear that? 2024. Hockey gets outlawed.
Absolute museum quality.
Not that far off, kids. Okay, why is there a hockey mask on the actual ship? I mean, like, I know it's supposed to just be stylistic, probably. They didn't know even what a hockey mask was, but that spaceship has a fucking hockey mask. There's Doctore. Oh, wait, things I like. Doctore. You've never seen Spartacus. It was a great show. Sam Raimi produced it. But Doctore was kind of like the guy who trained the slave gladiators. Yeah, that's a flat out fucking hockey mask, kids. I mean, maybe this other column is more like questions for Brad. Hockey mask.
Think you can bring it back?
Fish.
You're not gonna bring him back, are you? It's impossible.
Now, okay, when he was in the little pod, or the other little pod,
Forgot my arm.
they,
Here you go, dumbass.
he was compromised and he came back and like cut the guy's arm off. But now that he's back in this ship, which is like presumably warm, he is totally fucking frozen.
Did you just wake up?
How do they do that? You know, of course, scientists on a ship are gonna have belly shirts on.
It isn't like that.
I don't know, in the future,
Adrian,
maybe the dress code's a little more lenient at work.
In what condition? Perfect. We're attempting
Here's my first, like, well-formulated thought about this film.
Cerebral perfusion, the whole works. See what we're dealing with here.
We don't have Jason. Okay? We're 10, 15 minutes into this. We don't have Jason yet. No, we're 20 minutes into it. We don't have Jason yet, really. We have these characters, right? I mean, it's just the standard setup. I mean, you have like little glimpses of Jason, and really, you've got a cast and crew of whomever.
Stay still. You'll end up getting.
I don't really like any of them. I don't know any other names. I really don't care. Oh wait, no, I do know Azrael because he's named after Gargamel's cat, I assume. I do like the one girl's little sweater, without the shoulders, her little shirt. That would be something I would wear. And then like that, like the really like magical sort of music doesn't really fit my expectation. Of course, Azrael, who just got his arm put back on, has on a 13 shirt. Yeah, I love that these scientists don't wear gloves. They don't wear like shirts that cover their stomachs or whatever. I think, aren't they like, yeah, I think they're like college students or something, grad students or something. Is that right?
Nice. More focused. You serious?
Yes,
Yeah,
let's go.
you guys, go fuck while I do all the work.
See what you can separate from the optic cortex and move on.
Girl with the cool sweater shirt thing, you don't need to be doing that. This one has a completely, I mean, the formula is the same, but the execution is different. So yeah, I can't look at it as like, this is not going to be my group of ragtag campers or, you know, college students on a vacation or like 200 seniors on a cruise ship that ends up being about 6 by the end. And that had nothing to do with Jason. That had everything to do with budget. He's got green goopy eyes. That's cool. That's cool, whatever. I'm not sure why that's the first thing she's doing, is taking out his eye and looking at it with glee. I mean, oh, she's wearing gloves now. She said cell reconstruction. I thought she said celery construction. Okay, we get some cheesy effects. That's fine, whatever. I'm good with that. Again, not really like part of my Friday the 13th. This is not a Friday the 13th movie, though. Jason Goes to Hell is not a Friday the 13th movie. This is not a Friday the 13th movie. And I am actually, like, I usually defend Jason Goes to Hell with that proviso. As I say, it's a good movie, but it's just not a Friday the 13th movie. And it's not. I mean, this is when it went to New Line.
No one's here.
I just wish that one of these people would tell me about the timeline right now.
But there's a leak in the crime unit.
There's got to be a, like, what year were you from? What year is it now?
Was 15. Like when the cryo unit ruptured, you didn't escape.
Exposition thing. I really could use that right now. There we go.
The year is 2455.
Okay, it's 24.
Now, I know this is a huge shock,
55.
but you're gonna be safe here.
Hockey was outlawed in 2024.
You're aboard Grim, a Class 4 catamaran transport ship. Run away that call, and you're gonna be just fine.
It's good to know in horror movies in 2455 the girls still wore belly shirts.
455 years to be exact.
Who cares? Who gives a shit?
People.
Okay, so it was supposed to be 2000
Let me ask you
at
a
first,
question. Is
which
this
actually
the first
supersedes.
person you reanimated?
Of course not.
How many people are out there today?
Which,
walking
yeah,
around,
supersedes
thought out and looking good?
Hundreds.
Thousands.
the other ones because I
But not 450
think
years
that
old. She's nearly twice as old as anyone on the planet.
Jason Takes Manhattan is 2002, right? I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It's not, it wasn't made in 2002. Duh.
I'm predicting. They killed nearly 200 people and simply disappeared without a trace.
Okay.
But at the right buyer, he could be worth a fortune.
Okay, he killed 200 people and then disappeared without a trace.
It's my find. He's mine.
All right.
Okay, way to just wipe out some timeline there, kids.
Educational experience.
When she takes off the mask, I mean, a lot of his skin's coming out with it too, and she did also take one of his eyeballs out, so that does kind of accentuate that one eyeball, but he does look fairly mongoloid. So, okay, let's put that. Mask off, he looks more like our traditional Jason. You know, the way that Skipper with the seaweed looks like. But yeah, I do like that she's actually doing work, unlike everybody else. Oh, you know she's a serious scientist because she's putting her hair in a ponytail. Oh no, I'm sorry. A butterfly clip. Those come back in 2055. Fuck yes. I'm waiting for somebody to bring butterfly clips back, by the way. We all still have them.
What do you think?
I'm looking at you,
Do you like
and you, and you. We all still have them.
Why do you want those things anyway?
Janessa has them.
Well, Janessa's...
Really?
Yes.
You're telling me that you've
That's
come
not
all
bullshit.
this way technologically and you can't
I
give
like you
a
just the way
fucking
you are.
cyborg boobs?
I think you're perfect.
I don't know, if I were this girl, Blondie, who's like doing all the work, I do think I would kind of be like, you know what, it's just easier for me to do this shit. Let those two fuck. We've all been there. We've all had coworkers like that, right? Just like, oh my god, just go take your smoke break and I'll fucking do the work for everybody because it's just easier. Now, he was frozen with dry ice, like cryogenically, right? So why would he have frosty, wet stuff? Totally me just talking out my ass. I have no fucking idea how any of that works. This blonde girl who dies is like the one I think I like the best of all of them. Okay, freak the fuck out, babe, when you know, she did. He does some pretty standard Jason moves here, you know, throws her around, grabs her by the hair. I can't believe that room is soundproof. But yeah, of course, then we have, you know, the scene, head in the dry ice, and yeah, you know, right? Like you get that bag of ice from the gas station and you have to take it out to the curb. That's basically what he does to her face. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm even gonna write that down again. Is something I love, man. Dry ice face kill. I mean, that's okay. Now I will write that down as well. That was just a ma. Because in some of the
I brought you something to eat.
more modern ones, I've noticed as I've rewatched, because it really drives me nuts when people say like cha, ha ha ha.
What happened to Earth 1?
But I've noticed they've really bastardized that in some of the more,
oceans, the soil,
like,
the earth, the same way.
the later ones.
Can I do anything else for you?
So, okay. We bring it back to Key. Ooh, Velour comes back too? Man, I might be all about 24:55.
I learned. We can figure out what to do.
They tried everything. So are we to assume that, I mean, she just said like electrocution, gas, blah, blah, blah.
Felt like
Are
a creature
we
that couldn't be killed was simply too valuable to just file away.
to assume that what they did in Jason Goes to Hell didn't really work ultimately? Because this seemed to like
How do you think we could do that?
take away his corporeal self.
Well, you're gonna be alive for a long time. We'll figure out something.
Love bot.
Easy, Janessa.
Janessa,
Is a knowledge matrix and
Janessa, you're kind of a bitch.
Amazing.
Because I like the bot.
Whoa, where did you get that?
From your friend, the guy with the hockey mask.
You brought him on board?
You brought him on board and you brought his weapon?
Safe?
But we're
Baby, I'm not ready.
like almost 40 minutes into it. We've had one good kill. We got okay, this is a good Jason, standard Jason kill with that cool knife. Fine. Okay. So another thing that I will say that I like is that they can use gore.
Sergeant, we need to talk.
MPAA is not like an issue with them anymore. And, you know, it's time of DVD. We can have, you know, rated, unrated.
Stay back till you hear from me.
You take control, Doctor. Fuck, I'm gonna have to like stop this and look his name up. But even he's giving like the subpar sci-fi channel, like the Casper Van Diem, like, you know he can act. Like, I know that guy can act, not Casper Van Diem, I'm not sure about him. But I know that Doctor, whose name I'm gonna look up, I know he can fucking act. But he's just like doing the sci-fi channel phoning it in. He's like, I'm not giving it any more than Eric Roberts does. Fucking Teddy Brown is trying to start a video chat with all the mods for horror weird video nasties. Interrupting my fucking Jason X video. I'm back. I'm pausing it. And I'm fucking telling him right now. Okay, it was not Teddy. It was like our mods and everything, but it was actually Leela and Brad. And yeah, so it's about an hour later. I drank the rest of that bottle of wine, so now it can officially be a drunken commentary. I did get to ask Brad some of my clarification questions, and I will honestly say he did not give me good answers. It is mostly, well, logical answer is because there's a different design team. I'm like, yes, Brad, I know that. I'm like, make it fit the timeline. Make it fit the timeline. And this kind of go-to answer, which makes sense, is that they were kind of holding off, trying to like get a Freddy versus Jason movie and try to do something that wasn't going to fuck up the timeline. Whatever. I'm going with it. And guys, like, it's that point in the movie where I have to say I and trail off. Tell me what I have except for
So is that you?
the dry ice kill, a sci-fi channel movie. I like the Asian girl from back in time, like from our modern time, but she is just not a prominent presence. I mean, I know she will be, because she's obviously the one who's going to have to, quote unquote, final girl it. But we haven't gotten to know her aside from the fact that she got machete in the beginning. Okay, so I get it. So they see Jason, they're gonna like, you know, shoot him up, blah, 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 blah. That's what you would do. I mean, of course, they didn't listen to Asian girl from the past who said, well, we tried everything and could not destroy him, and that's why we fucking did what we did. So why do you think the guns are gonna work?
What's going on here?
Again, I can get past that. I want to know, and I might be a total hypocrite here. I want to know how much Jason is on screen in this movie. And when I say that I might be a total hypocrite, it's because it is kind of the formula. I mean, if you went through and looked at part 3, for example. How much is he on the screen? Allergies, kids. I don't have COVID-19. I promise. I do love that, like, Jason is not using the modern methods available to him. He's sticking with the classics, you know? Choking somebody with a chain, using whatever that, like, how did that, like, machete with the holes, like the very, like, stylized machete, I don't know how that got to him, but,
Negative, Sarge.
or why they would even have it, but what else?
This isn't gonna work.
It's getting more sci-fi, but we are getting more of, like, the classic Friday
Sarge.
music. Man, the professor guy is a bad actor. I mean, he's a bad actor. A lot of bad actors in these movies, but man, he's bad. I think for me, sci-fi doesn't ever give me the same, like, sense of urgency or sense of, like, fear. Not fear, because nothing scares me, whatever. But, like, it's not realistic. Like, I can't put myself in the situation. Maybe another issue I have here too is that they tried to bring in, like, that this was, like, some low-level college students and some professor and blah blah blah. And I know they don't think it's as dangerous as it really is, but they obviously did that to get the, oh, we have to have, like, some horny people fucking thing, and I'm all for that, but it's out of place. Do not fuck with Dr. A. Ugh.
Can't take more than poking the ribs to put down this old tar.
That's right, Jason. The only time I'm, like, ever mad at Jason. Jason, I can't stay mad at you. And how does he become, like, robotic-ish? Like, there's no explanation for, like, how his mask changes into that more, like, metallic, you know, thing. And again, that machete,
I told him to stay
the
calm,
holes.
and then we could take care of this monster.
Take care of this
I said,
monster.
don't go in unprepared.
Don't go in unprepared.
Brodsky was
This
just
guy
too proud.
did a lot of high school theater. I bet he killed it in our town. I don't know what's going on. A spaceship running into the world from The Fifth Element? When was the last time I saw Jason? Even the last time Jason killed, we didn't really see him. We just saw, like, the guy's blood hit the monitor. You guys, I don't think I'm turning around on this movie. I wanted to so bad. Dry ice, kill girl. Did not fix it for me.
The main thrusters are offline.
Life support.
We should be okay for a while.
But he's out there.
Look, we're gonna be fine. We're at a high volume traffic lane. Another ship's gonna come by. I'm sure of it.
You guys, I just
We're gonna be
can't.
safe here.
Wow. Pausing it just to see how much time is left. Okay. Wow. I am 54 minutes into an hour and 31-minute movie. Yeah, take out the credits or whatever. There's a half hour left. So I am now officially, I'm assuming, at the third act. And first act, I can defend. Second act was like me, you know, but second acts, that's the way they go. I don't know if I can handle a third act on this. Guys, okay, doing it, play. No positives written down for a very long time. And again, not put off by, like, green screen, starscapes, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Not judging it on any of that.
Why don't you just stick your head out and have a peek?
Oh my God, really? You go, robot chick. I like the robot chick.
Where's Professor Lowe?
Who cares? He's a douchebag. Trying this, guys. I get blocked. You never fucking see any of this shit. Whatever. I get blocked for fucking the third act of a shitty ass movie. Whatever. Man, I need to listen to a couple podcasts where people defend this movie.
Which way's the shuttle Straight.
Not my friends.
Just don't rip my pants.
Well, I totally understand there. Their little velour crushed velvet like Prince pants. Those are pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I like her. She has a bone to pick as well. Yeah. He sort of killed her. He half killed and froze her. Or she kind of froze herself, actually. Motherfuckers don't even know what he's capable of. I love your beat. Yeah. Seriously, I think he was like, you're giving me like 60% of my usual pay. I'm giving you 60% of my usual acting. I am not tempting fate because this is an important piece of history. Guys, I'm just not feeling this. An upload? An upgrade, you dumb ass. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't work very long. Gave her an upload. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay. Still, it's not an upload, motherfucker. It's not an upload. I mean, the stuff she's doing is so, like, fucking Jill Valentine. That, like, you didn't have a Jill Valentine 455 years ago who could have done this. Okay, why do people or robots, like, attack people, like, with, like, cartwheels and, like, backflips and stuff? I mean, it's just, like, wasting your energy. I mean, like, if you, like, run, and then, like, right when you get to them, you, like, flip over and kick them in the air with your feet, great. But, like, why would you be, like, like Mary Lou Retton all the way? I'm sorry, but the FBI blew him up. Again, FBI blew him up. Last movie. I mean, or at the very least, like, let's say that they are indestructible. If you shoot off their head and their arms and their legs, even if they're still alive, they can't do anything, right? Unless they can, like, regroup, regenerate. Terminator 2 style. Man, you guys. Not. And then they have to show the exterior shots of the spaceship. Yeah, and now we've got like a fucking like a robotic Jason Voorhees. You guys, I'm giving this every fucking chance I can fucking give it. Okay, we're going into fucking robot Jason, Mecha Jason. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Go pee. Maybe make another drink. Hey Lane, I'm trying to get through the last act of Jason X, and it is.
Are you doing it sober?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's hard though. It is so hard. I even had like a break where I talked to Brad and asked him to clarify things for me. Say hi to Brad.
Hi to Brad.
Hi to Brad. If I don't make it to the other side, tell Jason I love him. Despite this movie.
45 minutes.
Oh, ETA 45 minutes. No, the movie only has 20 left, and I'm fucking glad.
We're gonna record and close in less than 30 minutes.
Oh my god, my brain is blinking.
We copy, Trevor. It's
You guys, this is...
We're just gonna end up taking them down with us. You can't get here in 30 minutes.
People hate Halloween Resurrection, but they love Jason X. And yes, I know my lighting all sucks now, but you do think I really fucking give a shit? Oh my god. Okay, let me take it out of Friday the 13th. Like, let's just say that it wasn't Jason, it was just some, 400-year-old killer, blah, blah, blah. Would I even get this far in the movie? No. No. Unless Eric Roberts. Or maybe Casper Van Diem was in it. Jerry? Bill? And especially Brad? I will miss you all. I'm not sure that I'm gonna make it. Godspeed, boys. What does KM stand for? Probably kill her mommy. I praised this movie for bringing that back. Then they had to make it obvious. And again, how did he become like fucking like robotic mecha Jason? Like thinking okay, it makes sense that it's gonna be like, robotic Jason, and the one that has the best chance against him is the robot girl. But she gets her head knocked off like fucking 2 seconds into the fight. Brad, how did the hockey mask turn into metal and like coolly form on his face and his arm? Somebody? I don't even know. I can't even tell you.
I think we're finally okay.
Really? You think we're finally okay?
I'd clap if I could.
I think you still have like 10 minutes left, but okay. And again, oh my god, even now, the pod that's coming in, the hockey mask thing, like, even has like a more like prominent like red mark and stuff. Janessa, use your boobs. Take my good hand, child. This is not a Jason movie. It's a fucking movie about people who have brought the wrong thing onto their ship, and they have to thwart it, but we are not introduced enough to the characters. We don't care about the characters. Because they make the assumption it's like, because we know who the bad guy is, that we are going to be okay with all this. Why do I feel like the Schwartz is gonna come into play? Like, Mecha Jason's not cool. I mean, he's cool like in and of himself. Like, if you had the fucking NECA character, great. Poster-wise, great. But he makes no sense. Not my Jason. Nope. Okay, somebody tell me how he got, like, to that form. Oh, the Red Ranger. Oh, it's Doctore. He's the Red Power Ranger. Oh my god. I'm serious, you guys. This movie ends. An explosion, blah, 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 blah. I know, no. I don't need Jason as some kind of fucking comic book character. I'm not a fucking 45-year-old guy. No offense to all you 45-year-old guys watching this right now. I'm literally just praying for the end of this fucking movie now. Wow. Yeah, Kay. Killer, mommy, killer was built for it. Ooh, oh, so we're gonna like warp him back to like the camp scene, right? Because this is supposed to be the fan service for all of us. This is like the only thing that they're like, oh, well, we have to make this like somewhat like Friday-ish, although he's supposed to have that stupid ass fucking mask. That's supposed to make us, like the rest of us who haven't been like on board this whole time, it's supposed to make us all like, okay, it's all right. And again, this just totally fucking, no, this just totally makes us like complete idiots, is what they're trying to say. We love you, Max. And do you guys not realize that? I mean, like, their thing is like they're totally making fun of us, the fans. Oh, video game attack, sleeping bag kill. Yeah, I do kind of feel like the end of this does shit on us, guys. You want to smack that and have your marrow sucked? And then they basically kill him like they killed him in Jason Goes to Hell. Like, we're gonna give him the bait and switch. He thinks he's a camp. Man, this goes so far off of any fucking lore either. Oh my god. Nope. I'm sorry, Brad. You can have your fucking robot Jason fucking figurine. I don't like him at all. Oh my god. And then it's like the fucking Jason mask. Like, oh my god. No. Oh. That explosion actually, it gives me a little bit of like comfort knowing that the movie's almost over.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Oh my god, give me Freddy versus Jason, for fuck's sake. I mean, fix the robot girl, because I like her. Fucking Doctor is like Red Power Ranger riding on Jason's back. They burn into the atmosphere. Oh my god. You guys? No. I gave it a Harvard try. No. Wow. One good kill does not make a movie. Y'all know this. I think you guys would all agree with that. I want to burn this DVD. But I have to watch it again because I need to watch it with the commentary. I need to watch it and take notes. You know what sucks? I've got to edit this video. I have to fucking relive this, guys. I was into the first act. I really was. Second act was a little slow. That's fine. Third act was a fucking hot mess. Wow. All right. Let's see what we get.